Okay, so
And
this is
to
another
flag for Quentin, who I don't think was here yesterday's call, this is about certificate of service workflow.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So what we did is maybe Aubrie can talk us through this. This is the marriage without delay form, which we did a review of yesterday, and we left it up to the developers to decide what to do with this page, and this is what they came up with. And we just wanted to kind of do a quick review now before waiting to see if it was in line kind of with what everyone agrees on, or if there was any other input. Okay, over to you guys.
So yesterday we had a question that was a yes/no, whether the clerk had told them what court to file in. If they said yes, the courthouse locator hid. If they said no, it kept the courthouse locator. If you did nothing, the courthouse locator showed, and then they could select from the drop down. And I think we got rid of an interaction that's like that encourages an interaction. It's not required. But then it also, we just wanted to give them the information to how to talk to their clerk again here. And it's not working. But I had copied all the information. I think I had 2 playgrounds open earlier, which I learned is a big mistake.
Yeah.
All the information, and if you switch to the other one, so I had to redo a lot of this. But I'm sorry. But
we can show you how to make a template so that you don't have to recreate the question, by the way.
But we also saw what it looked like yesterday, so I think it's same information.
It's the information from our cover page.
Yeah.
Which has a link to all of the town and city clerk offices. So you just find the name of your town and click on it, and then it gives you the telephone number. So that's what should be there.
You see that we got some messages from Caroline. She says, I love this solution. It looks absolutely perfect. Just a question. I have a vague memory. Hyperlinks do not work in the help. Quentin says they work in this help, but not in the question pop-up.
So that's the conversation that the 3 of us actually had this morning, because we were going to do the question pop-up.
Yeah.
A suggestion that somebody put yesterday, but we felt like they couldn't easily take their time with the questions they needed to ask their clerk and get all the information, that it would be overwhelming. So
it was quite a lot of information, as I recall.
Yeah, it reminds them to also ask the court all the other questions that they need for their marriage license as well. So if you can, they can still just have one call now.
Okay, so what will happen is, if the clerk told you the best court to file and selected below, if the clerk did not tell you the best court to file, and you can try finding the court by using the courthouse locator. So if you click, so then what is the interaction? How do you, if you find your courthouse, if you click on the courthouse locator, and you find your courthouse, to say, you say, okay, Barnstable, which is apparently the only one I know. Okay, so you say, okay, I found my court. Yeah. Now what do you do? How do you state that it's, how do you input that information into the interview?
My understanding was that you just come back and.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry, yeah. Okay.
I don't know how people usually the courthouse locator.
So since that created some confusion, what if that text was just moved up above?
Put it above it.
So it was part of that first,
right.
If the clerk told you the best court to file in, select it below. If the clerk did not tell you the best court to file in, you can find the court locator.
That's perfect. I think that's a very good suggestion, David. So you move the bottom paragraph above the court name drop down.
And I have one extra request. That since you're writing this page yourselves, could you change courthouse locator to courthouse listings or something like that? Because it's not actually a locator, and we are because we're building a different locator, we haven't messed with that language. But yeah, they might call it a locator, but it's not a locator. That's confusing. So we can just call it a listing, because it is actually a listing. If we want, we can put the letters in lowercase, so that it doesn't look like a name, so that it is just a description of what it is.
That makes sense.
I think as
But that's the problem when
I
they
don't know
get
if
to the
listing
court
is a
page.
very clear term.
I think directory
Well,
would be more
Court,
clear.
Directory is
court
the word I would
names or
use, yeah.
court
Yeah,
links.
directory perhaps.
Yeah,
Directory.
courthouse directory
There
lowercase,
we
so
go.
it's not the proper name.
There we go.
Then we might think about changing the link. 'Cause I don't think we link directly to the directory. We go to a page that takes. Try clicking on the link. Let's see what it
No,
does.
it is.
Actually,
It was,
Does it
yeah.
say?
It was right
the
there?
directory.
Okay.
You want this?
Yeah, click on that link. Oh, okay. Never mind. So yeah, it doesn't even use the word here. So I think directory works pretty well.
It's an alphabetical list of courts. It works well. Yeah.
Doesn't it say courthouse locator right there on the website?
There's a tiny
Yeah.
little bit of text, but it's not, that's really confusing because it doesn't locate
Oh, part
anything.
of courthouse locator offered by Massachusetts court system. Yep. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a real courthouse locator that we can put up. I mean, we have most of one. We just have to.
The court also calls a page alphabetical listings of courthouses.
I think lowercase directory.
Is going to cover that. Guys, I think this is a really good fix, and I think that
This is awesome.
you guys, as the developers, really did a good job. Really good work here.
We appreciate all of the extra help and feedback, especially 8 o'clock questions. So
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording now.